Just checking the time. Hi Dan. My first video apparently was too long for YouTube. 13 minutes, 17 seconds, too long. So here's the second one. Really interesting subject, I think. It's amazing. It's 16:28 now. Okay. 16:28. Better write that down. 16:28. I might have to do part two, I don't know. It's just very complex for me, and maybe anyway, so I get on with it, don't I feel euthanasia is a very taboo subject because people don't want to be considered into eugenics and associated with Nazism, because a lot of that ideology was weeding out disabled people, disease-ridden people, people considered low stock, whatever, and replacing it or building up master race. But you know, I tend to think, like, if you've got a dog or a horse or any animal you love, and you want to put it down because you know you've had it all your life and grown very attached to it, and it becomes disabled, crippled, you want it to be allowed to die in dignity, don't you? Now, you going through with that doesn't mean you want a master horse race or a master dog race. It just means that because you love that animal, you don't want them to suffer. Yet, like you say, with us humans, it seems like a totally different bag going on, doesn't it? You've got the whole medical profession, which is geared to keeping people alive no matter what. That's the surface. I think underneath you've got a bit of euthanasia going on, right, on the quiet. But legally speaking, you know, at the front you have them running around, blue eyes blind, trying to keep people alive, whether it's through drugs, you know, old people rattling around with loads of pills. You've got people on breathing machines, you know, all this kind of thing, all geared to, at whatever cost, keep the person alive. And with that comes a kind of like social shame if you don't go along with that. So people have to go to Switzerland to, you know, have euthanasia. It was in the news, in the English news, not that long ago, several years ago, this woman who, it was right at the end, you know, she had terminal illness, she was crippled. She just wanted a dignified end. She was worried about her husband who was suffering because of it, her children. They all wanted what she wanted. She had to go to the High Court and still was refused. So she not only had the indignity of what she's suffering from and having to be seen and everything like that, but being refused, having gone through all that laborious process, you know, in the High Court. I mean, that's terrible. I can't remember how it ended, but I was just making a point of that. Then you've got religion. Religion's a biggie, isn't it? You've got the Judah, you know, you can see that in the West, you got like East, you know, like Middle East, like you got the Judaic-Christian-Islamic religions with this idea of being this all supreme being that gives you the gift of life. So you cannot give up that gift without being a heinous sinner in the eyes of this God and his people. Right? In the East, you've got karma, which is another big guilt inducer, which is like there's a universal law that if you suffer illness, disability, you're poor, whatever, that is your karma, as it is for the rich man, you know what I mean, which is very convenient. So, you know, and all these beliefs, these are like ideologies, aren't they? And with that comes like guilt, shame, if you go against these beliefs. So I say, you know, my whole thing is to question these beliefs, because in the actuality is where we are here. You know, is you with a disease, with a, you know, disability, and you're happy you want to go. Are we expected to believe that this universe is made so that if you were to say terminate your life, that means you must carry on suffering, whether it's in hell or whether it's coming into a body that's suffering again, you know, in order to live out your karma, or it's just nothing? These are all questions we really need to explore with this, I reckon, because a lot of people shy away from this question because it involves all this stuff, involves all the beliefs we got. And a lot of people can't be asked or just don't want to go there. But you're still left then with the problem of, you know, what to do about it, because there are people who do want to end their lives, right, with dignity. Admittedly, you know, there's people that are disabled, have diseases and things like that, who are against it and who find true value in going to the very end or whatever, which way they want to, and that is fine. And that kind of like answers your, should the state have been in charge of it, or should the individual? It's always the individual should be in charge of it, not the state. It's the individual, because you know, basically it's your body to do with what you want. Nobody can say it's not your body. So, you know, that you must suffer. Right? Why should you suffer? You should be allowed to end your life with dignity whenever you want. That's what I say.